So now I'm gonna read a couple tweets from this Twitter account.
Stuff Ben S says.
Yeah, stuff. Yeah. I just learned something cool. Did you know Wolverines are real?
I did not know that Wolverines were real animals. I thought that it was something that was invented for X-Men. I mean, I've never seen a Wolverine. I've never interacted with a Wolverine, so I just figured they took some animals and gave it claws and regeneration and created this character. I did not know they were real. That one is not out of context.
Baneslayer number 2 has arrived for Ben. It's equipped with Silver Life Staff. There is Gideon. There is Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Taking us on an
That
extends
is
man.
the hand.
Congratulations,
And
Ben Stark.
Stark of the United States of America is your Pro Tour champion for Pro Tour Paris 2011.
Just tremendous. What a great win for Ben Stark.
So there are 4 cats in this tiny apartment, and when we crack open a can of wet food, they will like swarm. It's very impressive. Hopefully you'll be able to witness it. I guess the world according to Ben is not think about what I want and then how I'm gonna get it. It's think about what makes the most sense. Try and do things optimally, which is why I guess I'm known for being kind of like analytical, logical, pragmatic, etc. It's just, I don't start from a place of, I want X. I start from a place of what makes the most sense for me to do. We're gonna do a best of 1 Rivals of Ixalan ranked match. I'm playing against Huey, which is really exciting, one of the best players of all time. I think something that people don't know about me would be my emotional side. I think that I'm not very emotional, but I definitely have emotions. I don't make decisions based on them, but that doesn't mean I don't feel them. So ultimately, only people who are really close to me really get to kind of experience them. Lyra has climbed into her position where she'll watch me play. She does this for hours. I think she's trying to get better at draft, improve her limited game. I think it's only a matter of time till she's one of the best drafters in the world. I love problem solving. I love analysis. I love strategy, thinking and reasoning. I've always loved games. When I was a little kid, I played every board game. So then after discovering Magic, I felt like I had found the best game. And since there's always new cards coming out and the game's always changing, there's always new puzzles to solve. So I just want to do that all the time. A typical day in my life is wake up, go to Starbucks, get coffee, play Magic, come back here, maybe go to the fitness center, play Magic, get some lunch, play Magic, relax on wine, watch something, and play Magic.
Does anyone need a rundown on how to draft? Does anyone not know how to draft? Okay, awesome, go.
You played me in a pre-release here. I do not know much about Chaos Draft. I don't think I've ever done one. I play a ton of Magic, but I play almost all draft into the current set, and then occasionally the old sets that I really like. But yeah, I don't think I've ever done a Chaos Draft.
I think Ben is set apart from the average player or even the average pro. Just his ability to break down draft formats is probably second to none. He's great at figuring out the format and figuring out what the archetypes are and how you should value cards in them. Ben's been on the Pro Tour for a long time and he's done very well at it, and he plays a lot more than everyone else, so he just likes the ability to kind of always have a new puzzle to solve, and I believe that's a lot of what Ben likes about it.
Draw 6 can't be competitive.
I'd say he's smart. He's a great Magic player. He's a ridiculous human. He says a lot of ridiculous shit, So I made an account called Ben S Says and just chronicling all the crazy things he says. Okay, so here's one of them. I'm going to buy sleeping pills and a 5-hour energy, then decide which one to fire first. Now, this was from 2013, so it was a while ago, but I'm pretty sure this was a Grand Prix that Ben actually ended up winning. Ben doesn't really keep normal hours aside from the Grand Prix, so he often has a hard time, like, should I stay up all night or should I, like, try to go to bed?
So, everything I say is not correct, but it's true.
I never deliberately lie or knowingly give false information, but that doesn't mean I'm right all the time either, because you can be truthful and earnest, but still just be wrong. I do say a lot of things that some are really good points, some are not. A lot of things that are very outlandish. And I think like if people really had like the whole paragraph for all of them, some of them they would think about and go, wow, I never thought about it that way. It's a really good point. And some of them they would go, wow, that's really ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like not in a good way, not necessarily in a bad way, just ridiculous, like absurd. Ariel, come here.
She's not gonna come.
No, I know. Not if you're petting her. Plus, she likes you better than me anyway.
So we actually met at Grand Prix Phoenix 2017. We were both at dinner with mutual friends, and we ended up sitting across from each other. And he had just moved to DC. I grew up here. He was trying to find people to hang out with, so I was like, okay, I can help you, meet local Magic players. So we hung out like a time or two after that, and we like stayed up all night just debating things. And that's really what it was. I kept wanting to hang out with him. I just didn't want to stop. As a boyfriend, Ben is the most sweet person. His friends in Florida, I guess, gave him the nickname of Robot, but with me, he's not a robot at all. Does not feel like a robot. I think Ben's a very practical person who doesn't really get caught up in maybe societal norms. So Ben wears sweatpants all the time, and people will comment on it. They'll be like, why are you wearing sweatpants here? But Ben doesn't care. Like, that's what makes him comfortable, and ultimately, what does it matter? Ben is someone who's just like, I want to do what makes me happy. And what makes him happy? Magic. So he just plays Magic all the time because that just at any given moment is what's going to make him happy. Like, even right now. So.
I've played Pro Magic for a really long time. I've definitely experienced the full range of it. When I first started, I was a kid, I had no money. I had to do long bus rides, flights with multiple connections just to save any money I could. Definitely a lot of just sticking with it. Everybody does poorly in more Magic tournaments than they do well. That includes Hall of Famers. In the past, being a pro Magic player meant being one of the best players in the world. It did not mean having a good job. Now, with the Magic Pro League, I feel like being a pro Magic player means you're a professional Magic player. Not you're one of the best Magic players in the world, even though you probably are, but you're actually a professional. It's a good job. It's something, it's now a profession, I think, for the first time.
All right, Ben, lightning round. What is your favorite Magic set?
Champions of Kamigawa.
What is your favorite broken card?
Psychotog?
What is your favorite Planeswalker?
Jace the Mind Sculptor.
Who's the Magic Pro League player you most enjoy playing against?
Martin Yuza, my good friend and teammate. He beat me a couple times in a row when I first came back to Magic, and I've beaten him a bunch of times in a row since.
What's the most exciting change to the Orzhov Syndicate after Kaya usurped Obsidian?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
At a Mythic Championship, who would be your dream finals opponent?
I want to beat the best player in the world, so right now, Owen Turtenwald.